Welcome everyone. Today's topic of discussion is how to play against long pips rubber, which are the pimple rubbers. So in this video, I will talk about the basic ball characteristics that one witnesses when ball gets in contact with the pimple rubbers. I will also talk about three key approaches that you as inverted player rubbers can use to have a better game against the pips or the pimple rubbers. So without much further ado, let's get started. The first type of ball characteristic is that when you send a counter or a topspin ball to a pimple rubber, the return that comes is a backspin ball. The spin gets inverted at the point of contact with the pimple rubber. I will show you a clip that demonstrates this now. So in this slow motion, if you see, I am sending in a counter and the return that is coming is with backspin. So I'm using a lot of rotation to produce heavy topspin, and to produce consecutive topspins onto the backspin ball returned, you have to generate much more topspin than usual. The second ball characteristic is that when you send in a backspin ball, the ball on return from pimple carries topspin on it. So you would be seeing the videos on the clip where I am sending in backspin ball, but in return I am getting a kind of counter, but it has topspin on it. Let me also slow down the clips where you will be able to understand these better. As you can see, when I send the backspin ball, the return from the pimple is like a counter, the topspin. I am having difficulty in keeping the ball close to the net height because I have to chop it really down. See, I am using my forehand to chop it really down so that to keep the height of the ball as close to the net as possible. Now let's look at three approaches on how you as a smooth rubber player can tackle the pips rubber. Now let's look at the first approach, which is continuous topspin. So in this clip, you're looking at the backhand continuous topspin, and see from the backspin ball that gets returned from the pimple rubber, I'm continuously doing backhand topspin. So in the slow motion, see backhand topspin, and again continuously doing the backhand topspin. Now this is not easy because the backspin ball sometimes can be very short. So you have to use footwork to come to that ball and hit the topspin. Now on similar lines, you see continuous forehand topspin. If the ball is short, you have to use footwork to come in front, to come ahead and hit topspin continuously. Approach number 2, cut topspin continuously. Now let's look at a training clip. So here I am doing backhand cut and backhand topspin continuously. So this sequence of cut and topspin is a easy way for you to play effectively against a pips rubber. So in this slow motion, you see I do backhand topspin, the ball that comes is a backspin, then therefore I cut, and when the cut ball moves to the pimple side of the rubber, the ball returned is a counter with a slight topspin, and it's a flatter ball, so I can do a topspin connect easily. Similarly, on the forehand side of the my play, I'm doing cut and continuously, cut and topspin in sequence continuously. So forehand cut followed by topspin. It is heavier topspin compared to my backhand, and that's why you see the ball moving out from the pimple rubber. Now let's look at the third approach, which is continuously cut or putting backspin to the ball. As you can see in the clip, I'm doing backhand cut continuously. So the ball that returns to me continuously from the pimple side is a counter ball, and I'm chopping it down and I'm sending in backspin, which on connection with the pimple rubber, it turns into a counter or little topspin ball, and I am chopping it down. So this is the backhand side of the view. I now switch to the forehand side and I'm again doing the same thing. You'll see that the ball is above the net. That is because it's difficult to control. I'm trying to chop it, but the ball has energy. It has it is a counter ball coming from the pimple side, and that's why tough to put backspin on it. Generally it is meant for counter, but this is one way in which you can try to play and maybe just frustrate the pimple player, because he is not used to this tactic. He is generally used to cut and topspin instead of cut and cut continuously. So which approach works best? Now the approach number 3, which is just cut continuously, is outrightly a defensive tactic. So you can reject it completely. That will not lead you to have much points. Now the approach 1, which is continuous topspin, while it is a very aggressive tactic, but it suffers from two cons. One, when you do heavy topspin from your end, the ball that will come from the pimple rubber would be a heavier backspin. More you do heavy spin from your side, that much amount heavy spin will be returned from the pimple side. So automatically you will come to a situation where the ball is come with the backspin coming from the pimple side lands very close to the net. So you may not have much option but to actually push the ball and try and wait for the next ball to hit. So that is ultimately leading to the approach 2, which is your cut topspin continuously. And the second con that the approach 1 suffers is that when you do topspin continuously, heavy topspin on and on and on, it takes a toll on your body. So if the match is even a 3-setter, it will take a lot of physical effort to do those topspins on every point. So to summarize, I'll say the mix of approach 1 and 2 is the best strategy. Situation to situation, you may want to use more of approach 1, but if the player is experienced with pimple side, you may want to balance it out with approach 2, where you do cut topspin continuously and gauge out what he is best at. I hope you learned something from this video, and next time you play against pimple rubbers, you are much more aware of a strategy to play against them. But best would be to find a way around. These are just guiding approaches for you, and make your own approach to play against them. If you enjoyed any concept, please give me a like, comment if you have any questions, and if you want to get notifications on my daily videos or the weekly videos that I post, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.